Hey Queens, it's Princess Thea and I'm here to show you how I snap back this old wig using the balayage method. So if you would like to see how I achieve this look, stay tuned. First, I'm going to mix my BW powder in my 20 volume developer. Then I'm going to part off a small section of the hair and back comb the roots to ensure there's no line of demarcation. Next, I'm going to gently swipe the lightener on the hair. You want to make sure you're very gentle during this process because you don't want to get lightener on the back side of the hair. The reason you don't want to put lightener on the back side of the hair is because the darker pieces will add dimension and create the balayage effect. However, the look I'm going for requires me to have lighter ends, so I'm going to make sure that I get lightener on both parts. Now I'm going to slow it down for you a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm talking about and you can get it exactly right without messing it up. So basically I just went ahead and back combed the roots, and now I'm lightly tapping the lightener on the hair and then backstroking it up so that there's no line of demarcation. And then I'm going to lightly bring the lightener all the way down, and when I get down to the ends of the hair, I'm going to make sure that I get the lightener on both sides because I want the ends the lightest. You can't see it because for some reason I was off frame, but I'm just going back in and pretty much just making sure that those ends are very, very saturated because I want it to go all the way through. When I finish this side of the head, I'm going to switch to the other side and do the exact same thing that I did on this side on the other side. But when I get to the crown of the head, I'm going to show you something called a weaving technique, and it just helps add a little bit more dimension and breaks up those pieces a little bit so you can get a different look. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and weave out some sections of hair. So you're going to take the end piece of your comb and you're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, and create a weaving technique. And you're going to take the top part of the weave out and lay it out of your way, and then you're going to back comb the bottom part, still ensuring that you do not leave a line of demarcation because you do not want a harsh line because that is very, very ugly. And then I'm going to get lightener on the front and the back of these weave sections because I want them a little bit brighter and create like a more highlighted effect inside of the balayage. So this is like a technique so you can add some more highlights and add a bit more of a pop to the look that you're going for. Then when I get to the final section at the top, I'm going to go back to that same exact balayage method that I did in the beginning. After I'm finished with that, I'm going to let this process for 30 minutes, wash it out with purple shampoo to tone it a little, and then I'm going to blow dry and style it. After you're finished washing your hair, you can go ahead and wet dry just to make the drying process a bit easier. And then I'm going to take my paddle brush and my blow dryer and just go through it again to make it a little bit more straighter so that it's easier for me to curl it. And as you can see, as I'm lifting up the blow dryer and lifting up the brush and brushing through it, you see those darker pieces poking out, creating like a whole lot of dimension, and it looks really good. It looks very beachy, and it looks like very naturally like, oh, the sun just did this. So now that I'm finished blow drying, I'm going to take this Design Essentials mousse just to smooth out the closure part of the wig, and then I'm going to proceed to the styling process. I'm going for some beachy curls because this hair is like a beachy look, and I feel like the beachy curls would just like make it pop that much more. Now that I have the closure laid down as flat as I want it, I'm going to part the sections in half and then part one half of the section into another half, which makes it a fourth technically, but whatever. So I'm going to part that out my way so that I can start curling. And then I'm just going to take my curling irons. These are my Paul Mitchell curling irons that I got while I was in school. And I'm going to take it, a small section, I'm going to leave it flat. Sometimes when people curl hair or like wand hair, they twist it and curl it, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want like a wand curl type of look. I want a very beachy curl and I want it to look very soft. So when I take my curling iron, I'm going to keep the hair flat, wrap it around, and then stroke my curler back and forth so it can make like a very effortless curl. And then I'm just going to show you that again. I'm going to part out a section, keep the hair flat, wrap the hair around the curl. What am I talking about? Wrap the hair around the curling iron, and then I'm just going to stroke the curling iron back and forth to make a very, very beachy and messy look. I'm going to do that exact same thing on both sides of the hair up until I get to the closure section because I'm going to do that a little bit different. I'm going to use a curling iron to achieve that part, and I'll show you exactly how I do it when I get to the top. And if you're doing it right, your curls will look exactly like this. You don't want them too neat because you're going for an effortless, beachy look. When you get to this top part, you're going to stop with the curling irons and you're going to proceed to do the rest of the hair with your flat iron. So now I'm just getting the closure piece ready to be curled. And I'm going to take my curling iron and I'm going to press it across the top just to make sure the top is as flat as I can get it. And then I'm going to go through with the flat iron and I'm going to curl these back two sections toward the face, and I'm going to curl the front sections away from the face. And when you're all finished, your curls will look exactly like this. Let me know how you feel about this look in the comment section below. Unfortunately, I sold this wig before I was able to do a picture or a video with it on, but here's the final results. I hope you love it. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section, and if you like what I did today, make sure you subscribe.